Hello guys, hope you are doing extremely well. Once again I'm before you with another video, and in this video I'm going to discuss this today's LeetCode contest medium level problem, and its name is Happy Students. It is pretty simple and straightforward problem, and I'm going to explain you in such a way that it is going to become very easy for you to code it on your own. Now let's start with the problem statement, and it is saying that we will be given integer array nums of length n, where n is the total number of students in the class. Here the size of the given integer array denotes the number of students in the class, and we have to make a group of students so that all students remain happy. Now what is the condition? When a certain student means a particular student at ith index will happy when these conditions are met. And what are the conditions? Let me explain you these condition with the help of this example 2. And let's suppose the given array to me is 6 0 3 3 6 7 2 7, and the condition for which a particular student is happy is that first of all we have to divide them into groups after selecting few of them and leaving out the rest. Suppose I select these three randomly, and these I'm not considering that they are happy or not, I am just selecting them randomly. So what these two conditions are telling that first we have to select and find out the total number of selected number of selected students. Now here I have selected 3. Alright, now the condition says that for each selected student, this value, that is total number of selected student, must be greater than the value of each selected student. And for the remaining students, that are these 6 0 7 to 7, this value, that is number of selected student, must be smaller than the values of the remaining students. And here in this case you can see 3 is smaller than 6, but it is not smaller than 0. So here all the students are not happy, this one is not happy. And if I check for the selected students, this value number of selected students 3 is not greater than this value 3, so this also student with value 3 is also not happy. So this is not the right group or the right way to divide them. And we have to select the student in such a way that all the students remain happy. Now let me show you how we can select in a particular way so that each student will remain happy. If I select these students with value 0 3 3 2, here I'm just showing that how it is going to work after selecting students, how we are going to check if all are happy or not after selecting certain students randomly. So here total number of selected students are, these are 4. And now I'll check this 4, I will compare this 4 with the selected student values of the selected students and the values of the remaining students. So first of all I'm starting with the selected students. Is 4 greater than 0? Yes, it is. 3, if 4 is greater than 3, yes it is. Is 4 greater than 2? Yes it is. So this condition is met, the first condition is met. The student, if the student is selected, total number of students selected is strictly greater than num psi. Yes, it is strictly greater than. Here if the value is 4 is present, then also we will not consider this case if 4 is present there in its place of 0. Now let's compare for the remaining students that are not selected. This value should be smaller than the values of for all the students that are remaining and that are not selected. Is 4 lesser than 6? Yes, it is. Is 4 lesser than this other 6? Yes, it is. And 4 is also smaller than this 2 remaining 7s. So it is the value 4 is satisfying for all the students, hence all the students are happy here. Now this is the way how we have to think about it, and now let's try to find out the approach. So approach I'm going to use here is that first of all I'm going to sort the given array, and in a while I'm going to explain you why I am sorting it. After sorting it will become 0 2 3 3 6 6 7 7. Now let me write indexes here: 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Why I have sorted here is because I will start from the first index, 0th index, and I will I will do something for each index. And suppose I am here, I am at this index. After starting from 0, I have reached this index 3, and from here I am going to suppose that I have selected these many students. I have selected these many students. Why I am doing that? It is going to get clear just now, because if I am selecting 3 plus 1, that is 4 students. 3 is the index, 1 I have added 1 because counting is started from 0, so I have added 1 from myself, and total number of selected students are here 4. It is 4. Now for this student, this particular student, will it be happy? Yes, it is going to be happy because it is selected, and total number of selected students value is larger than its own value. It is going to be happy. And for all the other students in its left, they are also definitely going to be happy because this value 4 is definitely going to be larger than all these values, because they are arranged in ascending order. All these values cannot be larger than 3. At maximum they can be 3, but they cannot be larger than 3 because this value is 3 on which I am currently present. So I have checked this condition. Now I will checking this condition for the students which are not selected. So here the total number of selected students are 4, and 4 is smaller than 6. And if I have checked that if 4 is smaller than 6, then definitely for all other students in the right side, this value 4 is going to be smaller than all these values. And the reason is same, because they are arranged in ascending order. Now you must have understood why I have sorted it. And for each index I will be doing the same. I will be checking after adding 1 to the current index. I will be checking if that value at the current index is smaller and the value at the next index is larger than this value. And if it holds true, then it means that it is a one way of selecting student, one way of selecting students, and I can select this group and I can leave this group. And this is going to be one way, and I will count this way. And when I will reach at the end, and I will again do the same thing. I Here I am checking after selecting the all students. So here I am selecting all students, so there is no need to check this condition if that student is not selected, and here also we don't have any values in the right side. So when we are at the last index, we are going to check only one condition. If 7 plus 1 means number of selected students are 8, here is it larger than 7? If it is, then yes, it is going to be by one way of selecting students, and I am going to select all the students in this case. Now one edge case remains here is that if this 0 would have been any other value, let's say if it was 1, then I can also consider one more way of selecting 0 students. Now this is also valid because I have selected 0 students, then I need not to check this condition student is selected because no student is selected here. And for this condition, for that students that are not selected, this condition holds true because 0 is not present there, so definitely all the values are here are going to be larger than this 0. They are arranged in ascending order. The starting value is not 0, and definitely all other values are going to be larger than 0. Then in that case I can consider a way of selecting student in which I am not selecting any student and I am leaving out all of them. Then this will also increase my count of number of ways. But if this is 0, then I cannot count this way of not selecting any student because this value will become same. But the values for the rest of the students that are not being selected must be larger. So I have to handle this case separately. Now it will become more clear as I will code it as I have explained you. Now I'm going to make a variable here of integer type answer that is going to hold my final number of total number of ways, and initially I'm starting it with 0. As I have discussed, I'm going to sort the given array through this sort function, which takes two arguments, that is starting and ending iterator of the vector, and these are going to be nums.end. Now I'm finding out the length of this given array through size function. Here it is nums. Now I'm putting here a for loop for traversing the given array. I will start from 0 till length I plus plus. Now first I will check if I am at the last element, means I is equals to the len minus 1. I'm doing here I'm doing it here in separate case because if I do it here in the same case, then it will show me runtime error of array overflow. It will get clear in a moment. Let me write it. So if I is at the last element, and I will check nums I is smaller than I plus 1, yes, it is going to be away and I'm going to increase my answer. If it is not I is not at the last element, then I will process all other elements through this condition, and in this condition I'm going to check these both two conditions given here, that are nums I less than I plus 1. At the same time I plus 1, here where I am writing I plus 1, these are denoting total number of selected students. Now if number of selected students is lesser than the next value nums I plus 1. For for doing this, I have managed this case separately, because if I would have not have been done this, then it is going to give me error when I am at the last element, because this will do last element, that is len minus 1 plus 1, that is going to be len, and we know that the index that is equal to the length of the array do not exist, so it is going to show me error. So I have managed that case separately here. Alright, now if this holds true, then again it means I have encountered a way, and I'm going to increase my final total number of ways, hence I am doing here answer plus plus. Okay, and at the end I'll check that zero condition which I have already explained. I'll check through this. If nums 0 is greater than 0, means I don't have any 0 in my given array, then I can return answer plus 1 in that case, because I can consider a case when I'm not selecting any student. In the other case, when 0 is present in my given vector, then I will return my answer as it is. This is it. This is the whole code. Now let's try to run it. Yes, it is showing the expected answer. Now submitting it. Yes, it is accepted. So hope you understood this problem, and we will meet in the next video. Till then, thank you. Bye bye.